Okay, Rod, it's finished here 1-0. What's your full-time reaction?
I'm disappointed to drop 2 points because, overall on reflection, a game, I think chances wise, I think we've had the better chances. Got to give credit to Wealdstone, they kept going. Very difficult place to come. They're on a fantastic run. 6 wins they've had in the last 6 games and a point today. But when you actually look at the goal manufacturing, we should have won this game. But yet again, my players, I'm having to sort of pick them up because they're so devastated that the penalty that has cost us really at the end of it, because the decision was a big decision in the game to be made. But as I've said to the players there, we've had plenty of chances to score more goals here today. I don't know how they give the man of the match to their centre forward, because I think there's only one player out here that should have got man of the match, which is their goalkeeper. He's pulled off some great saves, very close range sort of reaction saves, and he's probably been the difference from us winning today. And obviously dropping 2 points, but as I say, I thought the game it was really strange, because normally we're seeing referees booking, but there was loads of stuff going on out here today, loads that the referee just never got involved with. But he's made an absolute decision that the boys, everybody says it's hit Josh on the chest, and yet again, this is where we are. I thought he's very harsh giving the penalty, because the lad's come in. He's had a great shot. He's hit it with such pace. Nobody could have seen that to put an hand to the ball. Even if the keeper had saved it from it's just an unbelievable save. So it's just been one of them balls been fizzed in, bounced up, and if you've got 400 or 500 supporters screaming penalties behind there, he's bought it. A bit similar to what's happened with Maidenhead, really. But let me tell you, the Maidenhead was definitely a lot more of a penalty than what we've had here today. But they're just decisions that are not gone for us. But as I said to the boys, that's one big decision. I thought there was a lot of decisions out there for both teams that were a little bit iffy. But that was one big decision today that I think is called, and unfortunately was against us.
Yeah, and the two substitutions you made, Sean Jeffers and Kane Hazeman, they haven't quite been in the action recently, but how did you feel their performances were today?
Well, I think if you look at the last 15-20 minutes, I thought we got really at them. We got a lot of ball. I think where we'd played a slightly deeper midfield in there, because they're 11 who we knew played off the striker. But once we then changed it around and we put Kane in that little area and that hole, I thought we got a lot more ball going forward. And if the game was on, probably the amount of chances we've created compared to them today, then obviously we'd be going away with the 3 points. Unfortunately, it wasn't. I think Ross pulled off a really good save in the first half, which is a double save. But other than that, I'm starting to think, well, what else did he have to do? Well, when you look at their goalkeeper, he was pretty much in the game all game. So there's a reflection on how it works. But overall, we have to say, look, we've not been beaten. We've taken a point, and as I say, I've got no control of the results around us. But a point away from home isn't always a bad point. But everybody expects you to come here and win these games, and they're never easy. I've not had a season yet where you just come to these games and just guarantee the points, because if that was the case, it would be a boring job to do, and no one would want to be involved with football. So, we've had to work hard, and as I say, a point's to me, is it a point gained or is it 2 dropped? I suppose on a decision it's 2 dropped, but overall, when I drive out of here in a little while, I'll probably say, well, we haven't been beaten, it's another point.
Yeah, and there was a strong following of Chelsea City supporters, with quite a few walking down as well. What would you say to them?
Listen, we've said it in every interview. We've always mentioned the supporters, and I know a lot of them have walked from Liverpool Street, I believe, today. And there's a lot of characters at the club, and they do a lot of good stuff behind the scenes for charities and cancer and things like that. So I've got to say, round of applause for them for doing that today, because I think it took 6 hours. 6 hours of walking. With my ankle at the moment, I can't walk 6 yards. So fair play to them for doing that. And as you say, we've come in numbers again. We do come in numbers. To be fair to the club, they've got some loyal supporters, and that's why I want to try and get these supporters in a better position and try and get them out of this division. So there's a lot of credit to them. And but as I say, when they scream for a penalty or anything in there, which I did hear a couple of times in the second half. Unfortunately, we never got it, and I find it strange at home, to be fair, because whenever I knew playing at Chelmsford before, you was always good for a penalty or 2, but I'd like to know how many we've had this year, because I can't remember too many.
Yeah, and now midweek we travel to East Thurrock. Do you see as a chance to look at them ahead of the Senior Cup final?
I'm not worried about the Essex Senior Cup final until it comes round. It'll be two different games. You know, one's going to be played at Colchester on a carpet, and one's going to be down at East Thurrock as a battle. So, totally two different games. And as I just said to the boys there, you know, we've got to be better in front of goal. Today, as I say, we could say the goalkeeper's played well, but bottom line is, you know, if the goalkeeper's in that type of form, you've got to find a way that you can get round him and make sure them goals go in. So I just said we've got to take that into Tuesday's performance, and we've got to go again and roll our sleeves up and battle away, and that's what we'll do again on Tuesday night.